Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next lesson and most likely the last lesson in the Su-25 Cadet Series. This time we're gonna have some tips and tricks, and the first one is lights. What the different lights are used for and when to use them. So let's close our canopy and just start up our engines. It is nighttime right now at in Georgia, so we're gonna take a look at the lights, landing lights and taxi lights and navigation lights. So we're going to taxi to the left here, and procedure wise I don't follow them right now. So engines are ready.
1:00. Дружинник. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3:1.
As I said in a previous lesson, taxi light are blue, and it is proper darkness right now. As you can see, you can clearly see the taxiways, both for coming onto the runway and coming off, and the runway numbers and the taxiways are clearly marked, in at least at the Batumi. So the buttons you're going to need is gear light, near, far and off, and navigation lights. That is the lights we're going to take a look at right now. The canopy lights, not canopy lights, cockpit light is illumination cockpit. That light is for turning off and off the instrument lightings. First of all, let's take a look at the landing lights. First, one click and then wait a few seconds because the lamps are coming down from the wings. You'll see plenty of lights for taxiing around, and even also for taking off or landings. But one more press on the same button. Landing lights, far lights, they are really good for landing. You can clearly see the runway. And the last one is off. If you take a look outside at the navigation buttons, you can see one click, or the first click is constant, is static. Next one is flashing. And you can also see them from inside the cockpit. The lights do not bloom as much as they did before. These lights are way more realistic and they look really well, also with the reflection on the runway. The lights are really well made. I have seen that some virtual squadrons use navigation lights to visual ID doing attacks in the night. With all due respect, if you need to light up or lit up as a Christmas tree doing combat to avoid mid-air collisions, then you need one, much more practice, two, much more confident, three, much more discipline. If you fly in a virtual squadron and you are flying formation to the target, let's say you are number 3. If flight lead comes in, he reports running in, does his attack. He says attack complete. Then number 2 comes in, attack complete, and then number 3. With practice, you can be over the target within a few seconds from each other. You do that instead of navigation light. Never ever use your light because you lack training, confidence or discipline. And I don't care if it's night or daylight. Do not use it. If during daylight, it is very simple for a pilot to watch his airspace. Yes, I know when you say running in, you are focused at the target. That is the responsibility of all the other flight members to avoid hitting you. When you say running in, every other pilot knows you are completely focused on the target. You lose situational awareness for an effective attack run. Thereby, when the other flight member says running in, it is your responsibility. The pilots that is not performing a attack to stay out of the area, to observe either the impact of the attacking pilot and the air defenses. So in Russian aviation, I have read that if the flight lead attacks, let's say a triple fire comes up against that flight lead, it is the responsibility and duty of the wingman to, without any orders, on his own initiative, to attack that air defense. They are not the mindless robots that propaganda have said. They are more than willing to act on their own. And read up on even Soviet and Russian tank tactics. It is the initiative that is praised. Just remember that strategic target above tactical target. So if you're coming for an attack, it is much more important to destroy that bridge that is the strategic target than the air defenses that is a tactical target. But regarding the lights, now you know. Next time we are gonna take a look at stall. We mentioned stall during the landing, where I said that be very careful about not coming in too slow. And I need to find this button. There it was. Okay. What is stall? It is very simple. Stall is the lack of lift. When your airframe no longer can produce lift, often by the lack of speed, you will stall. How to recover from a stall, we are going to take a look at right now. It is very, very difficult to get the Su-25 into a spin. I have tried that many times, and only sometimes I have achieved of getting into a spin. So let's see if I can manage that this time. Okay, what we are going to do is full throttle, and we're gonna nose up pretty much. And what we are going to achieve here is to get into a stall and read the symptoms of a stall. Hard to control, platform buffeting, shaking, very often dropping to the right. See, now turning off the engines, or see, dropping off to the right. Violent, uncontrollable nose drop. What you're going to do here is, if you experience this, full throttle, nose down. What you need is airflow over the wings. When you get that, pull slightly back, or relaxed pull on the stick. Don't yank it back, because then your angle of attack will be much too high. So let's try it one more. Wings level. $70 degrees, $80 degrees, $90 degrees. Throttle all the way back. See, now she drops. And I do not touch the controls right now. And see, she's spinning, she's trying to, and now she's calm, because at that speed, around 350, 400, I got airflow over my wings, and that is what I need to regain control. If there is no airflow over your wings, you will lose lift, thereby stall. I'm still not throttled up, I'm still all the way back in the throttle, but I have full control right now. So let's try one more. As you notice, you will almost not experience shaking when you're stalling like this. If you come in for landing, coming in too slow, or trying formation flying, you will experience the shaking, the buffeting. Throttle all the way back. And throttle up. Almost inverted spin, but not quite. 400 kilometers per hour, 500, throttling back, 600, slowly pulling back. Voila. Now for one more thing. On the Su-25 you have something called maneuver flaps. Let's take a look behind you. We have our oh yeah, that's right, auto pause. Well, we have full flaps, which we use for landing, and we have the next step of flaps. That is, in the settings, it is called flaps up down. You have flaps up down, you have flaps up, that is no flaps, and you have flaps landing position, that is full flaps. If you go just one flaps, that is only one line that is lit up on the indicator or configuration indicator. According to the manual, there is no maximum speed when these flaps are deployed. The purpose of these flaps is that, let's say you're going in for a run. This is your first run, so you're fully laden with weapon, guns and fuel and ammo. That means you are very heavy. So with one notch of flaps, maneuver flaps, somebody calls them combat flaps, you have much more control right now. You have much more lift. So I can fly much calmer, more precise, be more in control right now. So especially doing air-to-air combat dogfights, because dogfights is an energy game, and you do not regain energy by deploying flaps, but you are negating the negative benefits or the consequences of low speed. That is, roughly speaking, let's say you're in a dogfight, you're at 350 kilometers per hour. That is not so good. You deploy combat flaps. Now the plane reacts and feels like it's flying 420 kilometers per hour. So that is the purpose of maneuver flaps or combat flaps. So I guess that is it. I had a very fun time and a very hard time making this cadet series. Don't forget that a video may only take 20 minutes, but if I redone that tutorial 2-3 times, and I need to refresh how I should do it, of the maneuvers itself, then suddenly instead of a 20-minute video, it could be 2 hours. So I hope you learned something from it, that it was an appetizer for learning the Su-25, because the Su-25 is a wonderful platform to fly. She is really nice. It is a huge shame that DCS or Eagle Dynamics have not made a full fidelity version of it. If it's something to do with national security or politics, I do not know. But every other module they come out with, I need to think about it if I want to buy it. If they made a full fidelity Su-25, just the A version, just this version, I would buy it in a heartbeat for $70. That would be so nice, especially if it was the Su-25T. That would just be even better. But yeah, you know about the politics and all of the stuff in the world right now. I don't think that is going to happen. But we all are allowed to dream and have our wishes. So, and it's soon Christmas, so who knows? But once again, thank you very much for all the views, all the likes, and the very pleasant and nice comments. I really enjoyed that. I would say that the Su-25 Cadet Series is complete. If I missed something or said something wrong or did something wrong, please let me know. Just say it in a polite and mature way. Constructive criticism. The next Cadet Series will be on the Su-25T, the Tangovoya, I believe it is, version of the Su-25. I do not know when that is. Whenever I feel for it, because the last 2 weeks have been typical fall weather in Denmark. That means rain, storms, rain, and some weeks, and I'm not kidding, the time where it was not raining was measured in hours and not days. So much rain. That is just, yeah, insanely much rain. But hey, soon winter, snow. So thank you for watching, and I hope you will follow me on the next Cadet Series. Thank you.